Every now and then I turn on the camera and just start talking like this, and there's no rehearsal, or there's nothing. I just talk, whatever comes to my mind. You know what I'm saying? And uh, today is one of them days where I just felt, energy rushing through me. It was like, it's no rehearsal, it's no nothing, man. Just grab the camera and start talking, and we moving faster and faster into a time where um, people are dealing with mental illness, and they're looking for answers, and answers that's unseen, and that we living in a world that's focusing on the seen, and we're not taking things for granted, the unseen. And we you gotta realize we spend way more time looking for answers than giving answers. You know what I'm saying? And living our life, you know, for what we really here for. I spend a lot of time, in front of the computer, just searching stuff, looking at stuff, trying to get a deep understanding. But then I ask myself, man, why the fuck am I doing all this if I'm not putting out the content? But then I spend so much time deciphering the content, trying to figure out, okay, like what's gonna go first, what's gonna go second, what's gonna go third, and trying to put it out there. And sometimes you realize it ain't about none of that shit. It's just about it ain't even about the content, about putting none of this shit out. You know what I'm saying? It's about living in real time. You know, the dream world, the Pisces world, the Neptune world is only so real, and even the real world is only so real. So, neither one of them are more better than others. It's really the person who can balance both. And they say you can't be sleeping woke at the same time. You can't have Keter and Dot at the same time. You can't, run away from yourself and hold your own hand. So, when you got pressure pushing you from both ways, sometimes you gotta just step all the way back and say, okay, like this is perfect. Hollywood has a foundation where they can respect. They respect uh, the arts. The writers have a platform where they can go from gig to gig and write for these TV shows. But all these TV shows is based off real life. You know what I'm saying? People with real life problems. People looking for answers. You know what I'm saying? And you look up on TV and see something that you going through on TV, like what the fuck? Like how the fuck do they know this exact shit that I'm going through? It's like because like the planet has a conscience right now, and a lot of us think we the only person going through what we're going through, and we find out that it's a lot of people going through what you're going through. It's just that people ain't putting it out there. People are putting out an image of what they think people want to see. So nothing is never what you see. Nothing is never really as it seems. When you meet these people, these online personalities and stuff like that, and they, you know, you start to realize that, it ain't what you thought it was, and it's never what you thought it was. That's why you gotta live in real time. Um, Real magic happens when you can think outside the box, but at the same time, understand the box for what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like what they someone with Kanye West. A lot of people think he's a genius, and then a lot of people think he's crazy right now, depending on which angle you're looking at it from. And they're like, we moving further and further into a time where like people don't want to see the regular no more. People want a revolution. People want to, you know, man. Alex Jones really got that shit right when he coined the term info wars. That shit is really what a lot of this shit is. It's like info wars, and people are fighting for your brain. People are fighting for um, control over your thoughts. You know, and it ain't until sometimes you really take a stand. By the time you take a stand and realize like that you've been bombarded, by the time you say, wait, hold on, back it happens so um volatile, you know what I'm saying? That um something you let's say you disconnect from the matrix a lot, you know what I'm saying, when especially when you're in Chicago, man, like the people here are so connected to the matrix that like when you disconnect it's like it's like you literally disconnect. It's like the movie The Matrix. It's like you literally disconnecting from the Matrix because you can see, feel, and hear, and taste and smell like the whole fucking. It's like just, and then at the same time, the ability to understand that you. It's like a rat realizing it's a rat, or a dog realizing it's a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like fuck, man. I'm connected to this shit. You know, so like my thoughts are always outside of my own body. So I realized that like okay, I'm connected to a being that's just this is like this. It's like okay, my whole body is inside of here. You know what I'm saying? Now, this ain't me per se, but I can control it however I want. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my body is literally the same thing on a spiritual level. And they're like, my body is literally like my pinky, but like it's connected to a whole spiritual connection that I can't see, a whole fourth and fifth dimension that's just I can't even see. That's moving through different um, levels of reality. You know what I'm saying? I'm just one small piece of it. You know what I'm saying? My brain is connected to a whole nother plane of existence. So, that's what when they say InfoWars, that's literally what they're trying to control is that. If they know they can control that, then they can control my actions. You know, so I'm thinking I'm making choices, I'm not making choices. All my choices are influenced by the media, by the TV, by outside abstract influence. You know what I'm saying? And just as soon as you hear that thought, you want to violently disconnect from it, and that's you can't because you know what I'm saying. We live in a matrix. It's like literally cutting off your other finger. You can't do that. It's part of you. It's in you. It's in your blood. You speak the language. You think these thoughts. So it's very important that you take the time out to realize who you truly are and leave at least one time leave something real behind. You know what I'm saying? That's what what I'm saying. The magic genie of the lamp really is. It's like YouTube, the TV, videos, music, all that stuff is good. It's art. It's art, what's the word? Artistic. But a lot of you do in hip hop, it's very difficult to determine the reality from the entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And like, so every now and then I want to put out a video where I see they say magician never reveals his tricks. But I'm not here to reveal any tricks. But say I'm just here to let you know that like I'm a real person and that my life operates in real time and that a lot of these other people on YouTube they put out these videos you know, it's a form of entertainment. I'm not, you know, I'm not here to entertain. And like when you watch my channel, it's like you getting the real movie, and then like it's emotion. A lot of times I don't even like making videos sitting here talking. A lot of times you see me, I make my videos, I'm in my car driving. It's like, you know, yeah, I'm in motion. I'm not here to hold your attention per se, even though it's a total contradiction. You see me making this video, you so said, but it's the truth of it. Is that like I'm not here to talk to you or like um convince you or anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just my life, how I see it, and what I'm going through in real time and real motion. You know, and just like how Deadpool could turn and talk to the right to the, you know, to the he talk right to the audience. That's basically what this video is. Every now and then I make a video where I just let you know that, hey man, if you follow my channel, you've been watching my videos, just know that like um, what you see is what you get, and it's real. You know, I'm not, you know, an entertainer. You know, this is my real life. This is my real fucking life. You know what I'm saying? It's my real fucking life. You know, I make music, yes, I make videos, shit like that, but like you know, I'm a real person, and you can't download me. You know what I'm saying? You can't fucking share me. You can't, you know, thumbs up or thumbs down me. I'm a real fucking person. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person. I'm not, you know, I come up in your on your screen, whatever it's your phone or your fucking computer or whatever the fuck I come up on, like, you know what I'm saying? Just know that like it's 180 pounds of fucking pure blood, you know, sitting out here in the motherfucking real world, you know. You have to give me my shoulders fucking up. Real three-dimensional shit, you know. So one day my body gonna break down, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna be dead, and that this shell is no longer gonna be here, and I'm gonna basically break down into particles. But uh, due to certain type of technology, I got the ability to, you know, put basically like a holographic image out in the ether and to capture these thoughts on this day at this particular time. And it's kind of the purpose of this channel. But um, one day I'm gonna look back on this video and try to remember what the fuck I was going through. You know, when I put this video, what I was thinking or why I made it. You know, I ain't gonna even remember. I just know that. Uh, you know, all of the paths and all of the choices I made in my life to get me to where I'm at right now is based on, you know, fact and knowledge and the things that I perceive as real. You know what I'm saying? In this world, in three dimensional, it's like, you know, sometimes it's like being a psychic, in that, you know, I can already kind of uh, perceive things before they happen. I already kind of know the choices that people are gonna make before they make. So a lot of times I try to alter the choice, you know what I'm saying, usually in the person's benefit. There's a lot of times it's difficult for me to talk to people, you know what I'm saying? And then you know, I see things in fragments. I see things differently. I see things in like almost like symbols or like Chinese letters more so, you know, or like, or if you ever see the movie The Matrix, you know what I'm saying, at the end when Neo was talking to the architect and it had all them TVs and shit sitting there, like it was moving from TV to, like, that's literally how I see shit and choices, and then like I see the choices people make before they make them, and sometimes I wish that everybody could see how I see shit, and then sometimes I wish nobody could see how I see shit, and then like, and then I wonder who already think this way and don't have no voice for it. You know what I'm saying? So somewhere between all three of them thoughts is, you know, why I'm putting this video out. Because, you know, like I said, Hollywood one thing people miss more than anything, man, is the imagination. Is that like a lot of the things I'm saying, people in Hollywood had the opportunity to go on TV and write out skits and plays and stuff like that, produce shows, for the type of stuff, the exact stuff I'm dealing with. And this is literally in comedics is what they call number 7, which is Haruka Hootie, which is like imagination, but not just imagination, but like power of imagination and belief in imagination and like the activation of imagination. So like me sitting here talking to you, telling you this shit technically goes against certain degrees that you need, and it's supposed to be expressed through like creative thought, creative expression, like music, art, drama, plays, shit like that. So like when you see Dave Chappelle, when you see um, what's the dude's name? Childish Gambino, with Donald Glover, he doing skits on Saturday Night Live, and you see Chappelle doing skits on Saturday Night Live, people doing skits and making songs and music. You know what I'm saying? This is the activation of like basically everything that you hear me saying in this video. So like it's one thing for a concept to hit you basically like this in a raw versus a concept hitting you, through some type of creative expression, whether it's a skit or some shit like that. But, it's very rare that you run into those type of people who can literally express content just as good as the fucking drama in the skits. You know what I'm saying? Where like when you hear me talk, you can see the drama, you can see the skit, and it's literally, hardwired into your subconscious. And the words that I choose literally line up directly into your subconscious, which draws you in just as powerful as a skit or movie. So I don't have to make the skits as movies, you know what I'm saying? Because my gift of gab and my motherfucking way of explanation and understanding your subconscious line right up to the motherfucking ether. It was like, bam, you get the point. Now, I don't necessarily hear everybody that way. Some people hear what the fuck I'm saying, they turn it off, or they say, fuck that guy, he's fucking drunk, he's fucking high, whatever, fuck, it's fucking crazy. Certain people get it, certain people don't. The same thing literally what's going on with Kanye. And they're like, Kanye got the ability to make movies. Kanye got, small, short movies and films and shit like this. So he's somebody who has the budget and the ability to do that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And he still don't feel like he's getting his point across in the way that he wants to be getting his point across. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you need that clarity. You need those degrees. You need to understand your original mind. You know what I'm saying? When you take away the language, you take away the numbers, you take away, everything. When you got your original mind, the original map that you know what I'm saying, if you don't have it, you forever gonna be lost. You know what I'm saying? Me knowing that, I can sit back and see subconsciously why people make drama, why people make movies, why people make film, why they put this stuff in there. And they think they know why they putting it in there, even when it's an occult reason, even when it's a hidden meaning, they still don't really know what the fuck they doing. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at right now. And it's like that's what my channel is really be trying to inspire more than people. It's like, man, it's one thing to sit back and listen to me talk all day or listen to other people on YouTube talk, but when you get to that point, you start producing content and making videos, music, art, stuff like that. That's when you want to, that's the magic genie of the lamp. It's like the somewhere between the thought, the creativity, and the somewhere between the creativity and like the real life. I hate to use that word, but it's like the real life shit, man. The Matrix. It's like the ability to really capture real life moments and translate that shit into the Matrix. To the point where the content is reflecting the reality and the reality is reflecting the content. Where it's like, you know what I'm saying? They say sometimes, the content is molding our reality more so than reality molding the content. That's literally where I'm at in my understanding of things. And then like I that's you know what I'm saying. That's why I'm constantly trying to get better at journaling, because you start journaling so much to the point where like the journal start to write you. It's a very hard concept to explain until you start journaling a lot. When you realize that you accomplishing all these goals, and then all of a sudden you start saying, "Well, I want to do this, I want to do this," and then all of a sudden that page starts writing the reality, like it's like being asleep and woke at the same time. This is literally law number two, which is Tehuti. You know, um, me doing this video is literally like that. It's like a reflection eternal. Not to, borrow from telling you probably, you know what I'm saying, but it's literally like a reflection. Like I did another video before I was standing between two mirrors. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes you got to step back and uh, look at your whole movie, the big picture of everything that you're going through, and make sure that the practicality of what you're doing lines up with what's going on right now. I'm not the nigga from 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago. I'm not the nigga from last year. I'm not even the nigga from last week. I'm not the nigga yesterday. I'm today. This is the new me every day. I wake up with a new version of myself. So I have to be able to go in and, recreate myself according to what's going on today. I can't be holding on to the past. I can't, be stuck in the past. I have to use the past for what it is, for the moments that I'm living in today in these moments. That's what, you hearing all these type of revolutionary thoughts. You see all these revolutionary type of movies with the Marvel universe, and you seeing stuff like Kanye coming out saying the things that he's saying. You seeing, Donald Trump is the president. You're seeing the whole Me Too movement. You know what I'm saying? Pick up steam, and you're hearing about, just all types of just social media. People making thousands and thousands of dollars on social media, not doing nothing other than talking into their camera. It's like, man, like we are literally, moving into, man, they're talking about doing space exploration and Tesla and um, other companies talking about doing space exploration and solar power energy, and it's a great time to be alive. But if you don't know yourself, if you don't, have a conscious system of numbers and symbols, and saying understanding your strengths and weaknesses, you're gonna have a very um, long line of uh, failures, even when you do win. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we win now, we don't even know how to celebrate, probably because we get right back to work. And then like we don't even um, the people like me, like who work so real hard, like I don't even celebrate. I just keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a I'm I can see where all this stuff is going, where this future is going, where people, you know, putting out content with no real substance, with no real, understanding of the substance, with no, it's just passing moments. A song come out and be hot for 2 weeks or a week or two, then you don't even hear it no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is. Like, maybe the next thing come out, just like everybody talking about Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? Nah, this shit dead. Everybody talking about Infinity War. You know what I'm saying? Just that quick. And then people are talking about Infinity War, talking about Kanye West now. And so next week, it be next thing and next thing and next thing. So it's like, if you don't know who you are and all this, you will get lost. You think about a lot of the guys from the 80s, that's what Expendables was about. Guys like Rambo, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis, all these guys was, big stars in the 80s. And, they look at all these new guys coming out and they feeling expendable, so they got to keep their name relevant and stuff like that. So, like, you know, um, this stuff is happening every day. The wheels keep turning. The new becomes old. You know what I'm saying? Very quickly now. So you got to know yourself. You have to know, you know, that what you're doing is, as far as artwork, as far as you're going to work every day. So this is totally separate from who you really are. You know what I'm saying? We live in a time now you can say and do whatever you want to say and do, and people will support you, and you will become a part of other people's subconscious just by the words that you choose. The people naturally gravitate to it. Or you can be a woman, just take pictures and put them online, and millions of people will gravitate toward you just because you naturally look beautiful. We living in these times. So if you still thinking with that old mind frame, oh man, I can't do that, and so it's like, trust me, man, like you will um, not you will not have given you will not express yourself as bad as you probably could have by the time you check out of here. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you keep a journal, make sure you keep a diary, make sure you um, if you make videos, if you um, just do anything to document your day and to make goals so you can knock them out. It's very important shit, especially if you follow my channel. Make a goal and just do it.